Good time now with 11 o'clock on this Friday night, April 11th, 2014 on Friday night. Time now for the Weatherman District PG with the late night report. Friday night, April 11th, 2014. Good evening, everybody. Our current condition is 11 o'clock in North Massachusetts. Temperature 52 degrees with most skies with a humidity of 75%. Wind speed southeast about 3 miles per barometer. 3 inches, dew point about 44 degrees and a visibility 10 miles. Okay, let's take a look at radar scope shows a couple of bits rain showers in eastern Bristol County, down for Easton and Taunton, and stretching down through northern Plymouth County around Brockton and then Bridgewater, stretching up in Hingham and stretching up to the city of Boston and up in the North Shore, stretching in the northern and central portions of Worcester County, down for western Massachusetts and for central western portions of Connecticut here, and it is stretching down for New Hampshire up into the coastal Maine and out of the southern New Brunswick and have western and central portions of Nova Scotia and off the eastern coast of Nova Scotia and stretching down the southeastern portions of Prince Edward Island here, and a couple of extra rain showers stretching down for 7 New York around New York City and on the northern New Jersey and east central Pennsylvania around Philadelphia and down for 7 New Jersey and down the eastern ports of Delaware. A couple of extra rain showers around Washington D.C. area and stretching in northern Virginia and stretching down for 7 suburbs of Baltimore, Maryland here.
And are asking for the public's help.
And a couple of extra rain showers, some thunderstorms from central Tennessee down for southeastern Kentucky, down for north portions of Georgia, down for northern portions of Alabama here.
I actually heard that neighbor referred to.
A couple of extras of rain showers in the eastern portions of Ontario, rain, sleet, and snow showers in eastern portions of Ontario, and Atlantic rain showers from western Minnesota down through North Dakota, northern South Dakota, and stretching down for southwestern portions of Manitoba, and snow showers stretching up to Saskatchewan and eastern portions of Alberta, rain showers in southern Alberta, down through southeastern Alberta, down for western portions of Alberta, down for eastern portions of British Columbia, but the rain showers around Montana and northern portions of Idaho here, with some snow and sleet mixing in western portions of Montana, and a couple of extra rain showers from Arizona, central Arizona down for 7 western Nevada and down for eastern portions of California here. Rain showers up in the northwestern portions of California here.
The pickup truck that was parked there was
Lennox, Missouri, good evening, 67 degrees with clear skies here. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast discussion here in New England here. Here it shows a couple of extra clouds up the eastern seaboard and stretching down Middle States and then down through New England and then stretching down Atlantic Canada, extra clouds from eastern New York down Pennsylvania, down for West Virginia and down for eastern Kentucky down to Tennessee. A couple of extra clouds from eastern Michigan and down for Ontario and then extra clouds from northwestern Quebec down for Ontario and then covering in Illinois, Wisconsin and down for Minnesota, stretching down the Dakotas and down for the Princeton and Northwest and then extra clouds from Louisiana, stretching down for Texas and Oklahoma and stretching down to the Four Corner region and down for putting down to North Central California and the northern portion of Mexico and about southeastern portions of Mexico and down for 7 portions of Florida here. Okay, let's take a look at our
seems to be talk of some work.
map situation here. Station from Alberta, stretching in Saskatchewan and down through North Dakota, cold front from North Dakota, down for Minnesota, down for Wisconsin, down for Ontario, and warm front from Kansas, cold front from southern Missouri, down for Kentucky, and down for West Virginia, and up in the United States and then up into Boston here. Front of mine from east central Washington, down for north central portions of Idaho, down for northern Montana. Front of mine from eastern Montana, down for Wyoming, down for Colorado. And the front of mine from Wyoming, down for South Dakota. And in front of mine, down for western Texas, down for northern Mexico. Front of mine from southern Nevada, down for eastern portion of California. Low pressure in northern California, southern Nevada, and western Utah. And low pressure in western Texas and eastern Virginia, and high pressure in Illinois and southern Quebec. Front of mine from Washington, down for northern Idaho, down for Montana here. With low pressure right in Montana, high pressure in southern Quebec, Illinois, and Florida Panhandle. 58 degrees out, temperature out of Boston, 66 out of Washington D.C., 61 in Atlanta, 76 in Miami, 71 in Brownsville, Texas, 76 in Dallas, Texas, 63 in Kansas City, 59 in Chicago and Minneapolis, 52 in Great Falls, 59 in Seattle, 57 in San Francisco, 59 out in Los Angeles, 67 in Salt Lake City, 66 in Denver, and 71 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Where? Okay, let's take a look at our current conditions around the region. We got 58 in Boston, 53 in Bedford, 56 in Beverly, 55 in Gloucester, 52 in Pittsburgh, 48 in Worcester, 50 in Sturbridge, 52 in Webster, 56 out in Milford, 59 in Norwood, 54 in Taunton, 53 in New Bedford, 48 in Falmouth, 48 out in Martha's Vineyard, 48 out in
the encounter on the streets of
Provincetown, 46 in Chatham, 45 in Cape Cod Bay, 48 out in Nantucket, 46 out in Bucktown, 49 in Wesley, 52 in Warwick, 57 in Smithfield, 52 in Webster, 58 in Sturbridge, 56 out in Milford, 48 in Worcester, 47 in Garner, 49 in Greenfield and in Amherst, 50 in Springfield, 44 in Pittsfield and Northampton, Massachusetts, 45 in Bennington, Vermont, 47 out in Albany, New York, 46 in Keene, New Hampshire, 48 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 53 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 56 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 55 in New Hampshire Bay, 51 in Boston Harbor, 52 in Woodlocks, 53 in Hartford, 55 in Meriden, 52 in Warbury, 54 in Denver, 59 in Raven, and 60 out in Bridgeport, 49 in Montauk, it's 46 out in Bucktown, 61 in Islip, and 62 in New York City. Here. Okay, forecast discussion here in New England, but around the country, a relatively quiet pattern to start with transition across the middle of the country with major changes this weekend. From coast to coast, the contiguous landscape looks pleasant to start off the weekend with no major storm systems, but that begins to change by the time Sunday arrives. A strong cold front bring 24-hour temperature falls to the central plains between Saturday and Sunday on the order of 20 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit. A moderate snowstorm is expected on a higher trend in the central to Nova Rockets, with light snow spread into the central plains and some of the light snow. Severe storms will be possible on Saturday for portions of Nebraska, Kansas, the Chicago metro region. A severe risk spread to south on Sunday. I'm building upper level ridges, but the eastern Pacific will allow colder temperatures from the Canada to quickly push into the north central United States during the day. On Saturday, it's a leading edge of the cold air will be a strong cold front expected to reach the Texas Panhandle. Saturday evening, the cold front will be a focus for the thunderstorms, some of them, which may be severe according to the Storm Prediction Center on Saturday and Sunday, with a larger risk appearing to be Sunday across the southwest portion of the lower Several Plains into the lower Mississippi and middle Mississippi Valley. Our portion of the upper level system in the Several Plains by Sunday will help increase slowly fall in the lower levels of the atmosphere, allow dew points to rise near 60 degrees Fahrenheit across the Midwest that's higher. 2 points will come into the potential for heavy wind in the very thunderstorms will close to could pose a risk of flooding from northeastern Kansas into the northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin on Sunday. Over the northeast and over the middle regions, a weak cold front will southward this evening into the Saturday morning and bring scattered showers. When a better thunderstorms and delivery rainfall have moved offshore by mid-morning temperatures across the entire region will have warmed nicely to this weekend in the 60s and 70s. However, rather steady wind will approach the northern New England on Sunday and have a low pressure area from the Great Lakes.
Area. In Burlington, Vermont,
forecast discussion of a New England air. A cold front has stalled near the south coast of New England and area low pressure has moved across the front tonight and at the sea. By Saturday morning, dry and progressively milder conditions are expected over the weekend and Monday. A slow moving front will be bringing a circle away Tuesday to Wednesday. Near term until 6 a.m. Saturday morning, light winds from the north side by the compass around are found across much of the southern New England, but south winds along the south coast from Europe to Connecticut eastward. This defines the position of the front low pressure over the Long Island, moving to the east. We'll move east to the Cape Cod by morning, and radar shows showers over the region will send initial showers upstream in New Jersey all day. Highly rainfall rates are below 0.05 inch, and most reports are traced at 0.01 inches. Extrapolation brings the back edge of showers to the Cape Cod around 808C. Observed temperatures mostly in the mid-40s and mid-50s with a 10 p.m. with dew points in the 40s. We expect some cold later that with high to low. Current minimum temperatures forecast upper 30s and mid-40s looks reasonable.
Well, detectives caught up with him.
Tomorrow morning's lows will be seen. Tomorrow's lows will be around 45 for Boston, 40 for Worcester, 44 for Providence, 40 for much of eastern Massachusetts and Cape Now, and down for Rhode Island on Connecticut with some 30s, patches of 30s in the Norfolk County and Cape Islands and northeastern Massachusetts and to central Worcester County, now for west central Massachusetts and northwestern Connecticut after 17 New York with some
and their chaperones were on board.
30s stretching all the way up to the upstate New York, western New Jersey, and the northeastern portion of Pennsylvania up to the Vermont, New Hampshire, and up into Maine. 40s for much of the region here, from eastern Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and much of Connecticut, up in New York City. Oh my, New York City minimum temperature could reach 50 degrees. Small size, you're going to be in for a treat. 60s for much of the region with some 50s on to the New Hampshire coastline down for the Massachusetts coastline and Cape Now, southeastern Massachusetts coastline down to the Rhode Island coastline down for the Connecticut coastline and down to Long Island there. And oh my, we could see some 70s around western Massachusetts, western Connecticut, upstate New York down for New York City here. Oh my, we're going to be another splendid Saturday on tap there.
In prison during the trial in Texas.
And the latest on tropical cyclone forecast Ida here now.
Allegedly through a
Category 1 storm and it's near Cape Tribulation in Palmerville.
Our first look at that woman. She is Allison.
Tropical Cyclone Ida. Category 1 is weakening as it moves southward to overlands, having a crest near the Cape Fluttery at 10 p.m. last night. Temperature wind gales with gusts up to 120 kilometers per hour. Possible south of Cooktown and Port Douglas for a brief period this afternoon. Gales and wind gusts up to 100 kilometers per hour. A possible in remaining areas between Cape Fluttery and Port Douglas and adjacent inland areas. Possible extending further south to Cairns and adjacent inland areas, including Mariba later today as far south as Innisfail, Chilogi, and Caldwell this evening. Coastal residents south of the Cooktown to the Cairns, including in Port Douglas, are warned about a whisk of storm tide again this evening.
Big traffic trouble.
The sea is likely to rise above the level above the normal high tide, but may produce minor flooding in the lower lying areas. People living in the areas likely to be affected by this flooding should take measures to protect their property as much as possible and be prepared to help their neighbors and to be prepared. To follow instructions regarding recreation in the area that are advised to do so by authorities. Heavy rain which may lead to flash flooding is occurring about the North Tropical Coast and Tablelands district should lead to gradually contract southwards with the system over the weekend. On Sunday and Monday, the system is expected to contract to the southern tropical coast of the Coral Sea. By the time the system is expected to have lost its tropical cyclone characteristics. However, damaging wind gusts and local heavy rain may impact coastal communities as far south as Yeppen. Severe weather warnings will be issued as advised to the threat. People in path of the cyclone south of Cooktown and Port Douglas should stay calm and remain in a secure shelter above the expected water level where damaging winds occur. Following evacuation advice and directives of police, emergency services, personnel, and local authorities that people between Cape Fluttery and Carnival should remain inside until the cyclone has passed and listen to the next advice. For cyclone preparedness and safety advice, visit Queensland's Disaster Management Service website at www.disaster.qld.gov.au. For emergency assistance, call the Queensland State Emergency Service SES 1132500 for assistance with storm damage, rising floodwaters and fallen trees and buildings and roof damage. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Goes like this. For overnight hours, showers mainly before 3 a.m. Low around 45 degrees, calm wind becoming north about 5 to 8 miles per hour after midnight. Chance of precipitation 9%. New precipitation amounts between 10 and 14 inches possible. Saturday, most sunny skies down here, 64 degrees, northwest wind about 5 to 9 miles per hour, till west in the afternoon. Sunny out, forecast clouds north 39 degrees, south wind about 3 to 6 miles per hour. Sunday, most sunny skies down here, 67 degrees. South wind about 7 to 14 miles per hour, 25 miles per hour. Sunday night, most skies clouds low 50 degrees, south wind about 9 to 11 miles per hour. Monday, most sunny skies down here, 69 degrees, breezy skies. Monday night, most skies clouds low 51 degrees. Tuesday, showers likely, clouds skies down here, 63 degrees, chance of precipitation 6%. Tuesday night, showers likely. Price value after 11 p.m. low 37 degrees, chance of precipitation 8%. Wednesday, showers likely, most skies down here 49 degrees, chance of precipitation 6%. For that, forecast clouds low 32 degrees. Thursday, both sun skies down here 50 degrees. For that, forecast clouds low 33 degrees. For Friday, both sun skies down here 52 degrees. Here's what a phrase of the night. A showering down the tap and a splendid sunny tap for tomorrow for my 28th birthday. This was PJ with a beautiful good night with a good positive. I'll be see you tomorrow morning, which is I'm going to turn 20 tomorrow. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Hearing in southern New England.